Welcome back to Our Issues Milwaukee. I'm your host, Andrea Williams. Our focus has been on the holiday season, and earlier we spoke with Beth Weirick about the Holiday Lights Festival happening in downtown Milwaukee. And now we'll switch gears just a little bit and discuss how to protect your pockets during this holiday season. My next guest is Mr. Rand Hoth, President and CEO of the Better Business Bureau serving Wisconsin. Hi, Rand.
Hello, Andrea. It's nice to be with you.
Always a pleasure. And the Better Business Bureau has for over 100 years been helping people make smart decisions when it comes to choosing a business that they may want to do some work or maybe brands. And during this holiday season, you also help people choose charities that they can trust when it comes to giving.
Yes, we do. It's very important that during this season we want to give with our heart, but we want people to use their head. Mm-hmm. As everything is thrown at us these days, everything comes at you so fast. You're making quick buying decisions, either donor decisions or gifting decisions or buying decisions. So we're very concerned that you really do a little time, do a little research, look back over, ask some key questions, and if you're going to be a savvy shopper and a wise donor, you really need to ask some questions. And the basic question is to make sure that you understand the mission of a nonprofit charity. Mm-hmm. How long have they been around? How much of that money is actually going to the real mission? And you don't have to give online, you don't have to give on the phone. Ask them to send you information about that charity so you understand what's the makeup of the charity and the mission, how much is for overhead, how much is for general administration, and how much is actually going back to help those kids or whatever the cause might be. In this holiday season, we see knockoff charities popping up all over the internet. So it's just a time to really take a deep breath and think about who you want to give to. We have a website called give.org, mm-hmm. which anybody can go to and check, or you can always call your Better Business Bureau in Milwaukee, Madison, or Appleton and say, would you check out this charity for me? Don't give on impulse. Ask some questions. Be ready to ask them to give you information in writing about how they perform, what's the outcome of their charity.
Yeah, and that's why we have you here today, because it's sad to say, but during the holiday season, that's when you've got some criminals who are extra busy really trying to tug at people's heartstrings, and those people who have the best intentions sometimes get scammed. And so we just want people to be aware of some of the things that are going on out there. There are everything from gift card scams to like you said, fake websites, all kind of stuff that's going on that most people don't even give a second thought, right?
Yeah, there seems to be a new trend. As we all know, or we're facing a big shopping season. Mm-hmm. We're going to be probably over $100 billion in online spending this season. Wow. So that's real money, and scammers are well aware of that. Mm-hmm. So electronics is something that they are using to their benefit. So when you open up a website, you really have to be careful. You want to make sure that that's a secure website. You want to make sure that it has that extra little HTTPS secure socket on that site. If you go to a website and you haven't been on that site before, we really caution you to look at that domain name and diminish that. Come to the Better Business Bureau site, bbb.org/Wisconsin, and check out that site to see if we can help you make sure it's a trusted site. Wow. At the bottom of that site, there should be a secure socket. There should be indications of whether it's a real site. All the big shopping sites are actually being knocked off online. You can make it look like a real website. But the key giveaway is that if you scroll over that URL at the top, it'll give you a big extender versus the real name of the company you want to shop with. Oh. So be a little careful.
Wow, only you would know that. I'm like, I mean, it's scary almost. So a lot of times what I do, if I come up on a website that I have never really shopped before, then I'll call the 1-800 number and ask a number of questions before I actually make a purchase online.
Well, you're a savvy shopper, and that's important. And I do want to make a comment about the gift card, mm-hmm. because what we're seeing in this holiday season is that typically a scammer would ask you to wire transfer money, or say send me a money order or get a green dot card. This season, what's happening with these knockoff websites is that they're asking you to buy a prepaid debit card or to buy even an Amazon gift card and use that to pay for your purchase online. That's a huge red flag this year.
Yeah, because why should you have to go through all those loops to spend your money?
And the reason is because the money's not traceable. So if you use a prepaid debit card or you use a well-known gift card, but then you share the content of that gift card with its number, you basically have given your money away. And so if you think you're on a site that's going to give you a deep discount on the biggest television set you ever wanted to own, look out. If those prices are too deep a discount, and if you are being asked to use gift cards, that's an absolute red flag these days.
Okay, and so you as in the Better Business Bureau serving Wisconsin, launched a scam tracker.
We have.
Tell us more about that.
The scam tracker is all over North America. And the idea of this is to make every viewer be part of the solution. We want people who are potentially thinking about buying or investing to check and make sure if someone calls them, if someone sends them an email, a text message, check to see if that pitch that they're giving you might not be recorded in our scam stopper. And the way this works is you go to our site, the bbb.org site, you go to that site, you can go look at scam stopper, you can look at the trends of what kinds of schemes are occurring in the state of Wisconsin or in our area. You can just put in the search bar, this is the kind of proposal I got, and I'll give you a great example because it's not just the holiday scam, the grandparent scam. We are seeing more and more cases, especially during the holidays, where a family is coming home, the kids are on a travel trip, they need extra money, they call the grandparents and say, I'm stuck, someone took all of our money, our airline tickets were stolen, please wire transfer money to me. This is absolutely a red flag. So in the holidays when people are traveling extensively, that's a time when the scammers will try to get money out of you using that kind of a disguise. So look out for that too.
It's just amazing. And with the whole growth of technology, it just makes it harder and harder for people like you to have to keep everybody up to date. But I mean, even with my cell phone, I got an email that was saying to call for something that may have gone wrong with one of my apps or something. You call the number and there sounds like a bunch of people talking in the background, but they were really trying to describe themselves or mask themselves as Apple, you know, and you ask a couple of questions, they don't answer it right, and that red flag did come up for me, and I thought that is a scam. I called Apple and they said, oh no, we'd never ask you to do that. So yeah, sometimes you just have to think worst case scenario, right?
Well, that's true, and in the holiday season, you know, free apps or a free gift card, those can actually lead to you opening up a site or a link that could ask you to share information, including your date of birth, personal information, and you say, well, why am I registering for this free gift and sharing my identification? Do not do that.
Absolutely. And I should mention, you guys, speaking of people protecting their identity, every year you guys do the shredding, and you did one this past fall.
We do.
And I just think it's wonderful, and people should always keep their eyes and ears open for those so that they can remember to shred all those important papers, because in this day and age, people are looking for any tiny bit of information they can use to work to their advantage.
That's very true. And along that line, there's a lot of jobs that are being offered during this holiday season for temporary help. And what happens is, another common scheme is that you'll go to a website or you'll punch in job opportunity, and a scammer will try to get you to give them information about your own identity, thinking you're going to get hired as a part-time employee. So be very careful that you check out those companies that are hiring seasonal employees during the holidays, that they're legitimate. You can call the Better Business Bureau, go online, even look at that scam tracker trend to see what kind of things are coming to the state of Wisconsin. We want everybody to be safe and enjoy their holiday season here in Wisconsin.
Yeah, because something like this can just ruin everything, you know,
Absolutely.
just like that, because
Right.
who wants to go through all of those changes by having something like that take
Right,
place?
right.
Yeah. So during this time of year, we also want to keep in mind our troops who are away from home for the holidays, and I say that because the Better Business Bureau does so many awesome things that people, I think, are not aware of. You've got the BBB Military Line,
Yes, ma'am.
which is in full effect all year long. Talk a little bit about that.
Well, Military Line was designed to try to help all the loved ones that are not serving overseas, but get scammed here in the U.S. or in Canada. The real challenge is to make our troops and their families as safe as possible. And what happens is information about families that may have been deployed may get back to a scammer somehow, and they may try to take advantage of someone who's got a loved one that's serving our country. So the Military Line is, again, an online website that's designed to have information, again, schemes and scams, and warnings for military families to stay safe. Don't get lulled into, you know, sharing information about your family just because you think this site may be able to help track where your loved one might be stationed. So, you know, be very careful. I hate to be this way because it's a great holiday season.
Yeah.
But with the money at stake, we don't want people, and we don't want parents trying to find that magic gift that they can't get, or someone to answer their cell phone or get a pop-up on a screen that says, you just won 2 free tickets to the hottest new movie that is all sold out. All you have to do is fill out this information. Do not do it.
Just don't do it. Better safe than sorry.
Right,
That's
right.
what the saying is. And I just want to thank you so much for coming by today. And a little birdie tells me that you're going to be retiring in, I think, October of next year.
That's right. We're
Yeah.
looking through a transition right now. We're working on that, trying to bring in the next generation of BBB. We're very proud of the work we do in the state, and we want to keep everybody as safe as we can.
Yes, and all the best to you. I'm going to miss
Thank you.
seeing your face, and you've been giving us some great information over the years, and I thank you for your time again today.
It's my pleasure. Thank
All
you.
right, happy holidays to you.
Happy holidays to you, Andrea.
Ren Hoth is the president and CEO of the Better Business Bureau serving Wisconsin. For more information, you can again log on to bbb.org or call 847-6000 or 800-273-1002. That's going to do it for today's show. As always, I thank you for watching, and I hope you join us again next week as we take another look at our issues in Milwaukee. Have a great day and happy holidays.